It's in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field. Hand off from the shotgun. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Reeder. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Farrell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Punch it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
There's the pressure. He's going to go down. He'll do it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a gap. It's Wagner. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown run. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Will not get... They couldn't find the uprights on that 51-yard field goal attempt, so they'll give up the football. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Makes a grab on the shot. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This offense is...
wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. They finally make... Wants to throw on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. With the catch, it's Farrell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Wagner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They want to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. Sneaks it in. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll pull it on the read. How about that deep? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The play action fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The run from the shotgun. Nice move there. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Farrell. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Northwestern right back to the line.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there. Safeties are going to be there. So you've got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got his man. Going for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense?
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. And there were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So David moved.